Out here looking for revenge. What's up, my dudes? Okay, we gotta come in here and talk about this. So, I really thought that this was gonna be just a cut and dry, everybody's on the same page with this. You know, there's not a lot of back and forth. We all just agree that you shouldn't try to take revenge on somebody when you're a lapper. You know, that's what I thought. That would have been like common sense kind of shit, right? But surprisingly, a lot of these different comments and, you know, Twitter x Twitter replies and stuff that I've seen have actually went down the opposite route of defending Hunter Lawrence. Like, yeah, bro, you got him back, or, you know, you got revenge on him, or whatever, right? What the hell is that, bro? I don't even know what that is, dog. But basically what happened here was Jason Anderson and Hunter Lawrence, basically Jason Anderson and both of the Lawrence brothers have been going back and forth all year long, okay? There's been some drama in the last couple races between Hunter Lawrence and Jason Anderson specifically, and then they get to this main event in Salt Lake City, and they're kind of going back and forth, you know, kind of dicing it up, and then Jason Anderson, you know, kind of sort of takes out Hunter Lawrence, I guess you would say. I mean, I've definitely seen 420 crashes, takeouts that were way worse than that, but, you know, whatever, right? Hunter Lawrence falls down, gets back up, and when Jason Anderson comes around to lap Hunter Lawrence later in the race, Hunter Lawrence literally looks over at him, figures out where he's at when he's coming around, and purposely just, like, cuts across the track to try to take Jason Anderson back out. Even though it didn't really work, he just kind of pushed him over a little bit, right? But, dog, listen. I don't give a shit what Jason Anderson did. It don't even matter, bro. Jason Anderson could have took him out 6 or 9 times as bad as that. It's completely different when you are a lapper. It's totally different, bro. You cannot take revenge out on somebody when you are a lapper. That is just, that's as low as it gets as a racer, in my opinion. Like, it don't get any more sad, it don't get any more pitiful than when you gotta try to go and, you know, pay somebody back or have some kind of revenge moment when you're back there in fucking, you know, 420th place, and you're in the back, and you're barely rolling around the track. Like, dog, there ain't no respect in that right there. It don't even matter what Jason Anderson did. That's besides the point. That, like, some of y'all boys that are out here trying to defend Hunter Lawrence, you do understand that, right? You keep talking like, well, he's got to stand up for himself. He's got to... Yeah, but not as a lapper. Do you see? You don't do that shit as a lapper, bro. That is as whack as it gets, bro. I really did not expect Hunter Lawrence to do something like that. I just didn't. I'm all down for the take revenge on somebody and pay somebody back, but you got to do it when you're actually in the position, okay? That's the whole point. You don't take them back out in the same race when you're a lapper. You take them back out in the next race. When you're up in a position and you're actually up there battling, that's when you would take your revenge out on somebody. It was kind of weird to hear in the broadcast, you know, Ricky and them kind of talking like, oh, they're going to go to the principal's office or something like that. And they were kind of acting like Hunter Lawrence and Jason Anderson's takeouts were both like, you know, the same sort of offense or something like that. No, fuck no. There is a line in the sand difference between taking somebody out when you're a lapper versus taking somebody out when you're in position. Those are not the same. They are not the same, bro. I don't know why some of y'all boys have gotten that all twisted up in your head. I don't understand it. But that is not the same thing. Let me give you an example right here, okay? Justin Bogle got disqualified when he tried to do that to, I think it was Barsha a few years back. He literally got DQ'd. This is typically like a black flag sort of situation. This is almost getting into the territory of you just straight up cutting the track to try to, you get so mad under your helmet, you forget that you're even like, there's a race going on, and there's actual, there's certain lines you just can't cross regardless. And that's one of them. That when you're a lapper trying to go out of your way, now listen, I can totally understand if, let's say, somebody takes you out, right, and they're coming around to lap you and you just don't want to just let them right by, right? You make it maybe a little bit harder for them to get around you. That's different. That's one thing, but that is not what the hell Hunter Lawrence did. He made it so damn obvious. I mean, he literally looks completely over to figure out exactly where Jason Anderson is and then cuts his bike in a completely different direction to try to go run into him and pay him back. So this is not a situation of like, oh, well, your rival or whatever's about to lap you and you just don't want to let them right by. You kind of make it a little more difficult for them. That's understandable. You know what I'm saying? But that's a totally different argument because that's not what Hunter Lawrence did here. He was going out of his way, bro. This was some, I'm trying to take you down as a lapper, okay? Now, on MX Simulator Pro Racing, anytime a lapper intentionally takes out a leader, it is a automatic 2-week suspension. Automatic 2-race suspension, okay? No questions asked about it. And I thought that was kind of the rule in real life racing. I don't know the exact rules on this, but, at the bare minimum, Hunter Lawrence should be suspended for 2 races for that right there. Anybody should. Anybody. I'm talking bare minimum, bro. Regardless of what the guy did to you to get you in that position in the first place. Regardless of how somebody took you out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you're a lapper, you're no longer in the race. Okay? That's what makes it totally different. That's what makes it an entirely different argument. All right? This is just sad from Hunter Lawrence. By the way, speaking of pro racing on MX Simulator, I just got my first podium in a RF 450 main event. Be sure to go check the channel out. Got a video up on that titled Best Pro Race. Y'all boys be sure and go take a look at that. Spency boy is back, dog. So, but I just know that from MX Simulator, it's like, when you intentionally take somebody out, take a leader out as a lapper, that's like, they don't even really look at that. That's automatic 2-week. That's the quickest way to get a 2-week suspension on MX Simulator. Quite literally, that is the quickest way to do it. So, it's just kind of funny for me to see, Hunter Lawrence doing this. I haven't really heard what kind of penalty he got or if he got any penalty. I have no idea about that. He definitely didn't get disqualified. He definitely didn't get black flagged. And I hadn't seen any sort of penalty, almost in the sense of maybe AMA's taking this weird stance of well, we just love the Lawrence bros and Jett Lawrence is our golden child, so we're going to try to protect the brother because Jason Anderson, he's just a savage out there and he provoked, Hunter Lawrence to do that. And bro, that doesn't fucking matter when you're a lapper. It does not matter. You could have reversed the roles on this entirely. You could have made it where Hunter Lawrence took out Jason Anderson and then had Anderson try to do that where he tried to take out Hunter Lawrence when Anderson was the lapper. I would have had the exact same opinion on it. It wouldn't have mattered who you put in these positions. You see what I'm saying? But as a racer, I don't see how it gets any lower than what Hunter Lawrence just did right there. That is as shitty, sad, pitiful. Bro, get up off your fucking sad chair. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. That's as sad as it gets, dude. I don't know. That is really weird. Even Jett talked about on the podium, I believe. He said something like Hunter got his revenge, or he got his revenge on him or some shit. I don't know. But that is stupid. That don't even make sense. You don't get revenge when you're a lapper. That's not how it fucking works. AMA needs to make a stand right here. Otherwise, people's just going to think this is okay to do this shit. That's why on MX Simulator RF Pro Racing, people are really scared to do that when they're a lapper, because they know that it's automatic 2-week suspension. No questions asked about it. Like, so then you have lappers actually, somewhat get out of the way. They somewhat don't try to just take out somebody like that, Oh, man. I just can't believe how many, moto dudes that I've seen on Twitter that don't seem to understand this simple aspect of when you're a lapper, you do not take revenge out on somebody. You do not do that when you are a lapper. You do it in the next race. You find them in a future race when you're in the actual position to do it. It's not only is it really stupid, it just makes you look like the most sad, pitiful little bitch. I mean, that's all I know how to say it, bro. That's the only way I know how to say it. I don't know of any other thing you can do on the track that makes you look more like that than trying to take out a leader as a lapper, or trying to, take out revenge on a leader when you're a lapper. That is as low as it possibly gets. And I'll never forget it either. I'll never forget when Reed did that, and I don't even think he really took out Dungy or tried to take him out, but he was just being a jackass, right? But, this shit with Hunter Lawrence, that's another level, bro. I just can't forget about it. I just can't do it. That's going to be a forever stain on your career, you doing something like that right there. Forever stain. It's kind of funny, Anderson talking about trying to go 2 for 2 on the helmet grabs, bro. Oh, bro. It's just funny, Hunter Lawrence. You're supposedly this big brother that don't get too involved in the drama and, whatever that shit was where you were trying to tell your brother, don't give the media what they want. And then here you are acting like a little baby on the track because you got taken out. So now you're going to stoop down to the level of being a pitiful little piss poor lapper trying to take out a leader. That's as low as it gets, brother, man. You can't get any lower than that. I don't know any other thing you can do on the track that's lower than that. Or as, I can't respect something like, it makes me lose so much respect for a rider when they stoop that low. That's another level of low, bro. It's one thing to, like I say, to just stay in front of a leader or whatever, but to be that obvious with it, oh my God. Oh my God. That made you look really stupid, Hunter Lawrence. I mean, that's all that did right there, bro. But definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys thought.